Welcome to Talking Games. Just finished West Ham United 3, Southampton 1. Gonzo, happy hammer.
Oh, absolutely wonderful. It is almost as if somebody is not going to walk across after going from the toilet, which is Wayne, in his 99p shop hat. What a wonderful, wonderful game that was. It was almost no squeaky bum, Geo. There were times I was looking behind me, I was thinking people's bum holes are going to be twitching like a rabbit's nose, but no, it was safe. We looked, even with 3 minutes of injury time, where did they get that from? I don't know. It just looked like we were going to win almost the whole way through.
Gonzo, I am happy. I had fun. I enjoyed it from the start to finish. Honestly, I enjoyed that game. I was relaxed. The whole way through the second half. Didn't have any doubt. I thought we were fantastic from start to finish. Every player on the pitch, including substitution, not really, but we were just brilliant. I don't know, I'm ecstatic. I really am ecstatic. In the lead up to this game, I said to you, I'm looking forward to this game, and I've not really been looking forward to the match for quite a while. Yeah. I look forward to the match day, the people, but I sometimes think when it comes to going into the game, you'll be like, oh, here we go again. And we've been proven right so far. We've been proven right to go into the ground like, but something, I come down today thinking, I'm really looking forward to this game. I had that feeling. Everything just clicked. We got the lineup we wanted, roughly.
Yeah, pretty much what we hoped for. Yeah.
We started on the front foot, we continued on the front foot, and we finished on the front foot. Moyes held his bottle in the second half. He picked the right formation, the right lineup. We were just fucking fantastic, Gonzo.
What I really liked was when the board went up from the fourth official to announce that it was 3 minutes of injury time or whatever. We were on the attack at that point. We weren't sat back trying to soak it up. We were taking the game to them. And at that point, I mean, clearly we were 3-1 up at the time, so it would have taken a miracle for them to win 4-3, of course, at that point. But I thought, actually, we're still going for it. We're still attacking. And he brought Anderson on, and I know it was only for the last 2 minutes, but it showed a degree of sort of tactical awareness to just to run down the clock. And I just thought it was indicative of the fact that I felt we were in control today, and it was from the first goal, which was a lovely finish from Bowen, played through from Fornals, and Declan Rice won the ball really well up until the last point where we were time wasting in their half.
Clever time wasting.
I never felt under threat today.
Bowen's goal, though, he did exactly what he did at Anfield. The only difference is it didn't hit the keeper in the head. It went in. But what a composed finish. Sometimes we've had chances this season where we've fluffed it, we've panicked, whatever, but Bowen just calm, composed, stink. 1-0, and we deserved it. We deserved the 1-0 lead. They scored, made it 1-1. For whatever reason, I didn't feel that bothered when it went 1-1. I was still like, Bez was next to me. Bez was a bit like, And I said to Bez, it's all right. We're playing well. This is against the run of play. I was quite confident. I don't know why. We were just going to go on and get the win. But the second goal is worth talking about, I think, because it's not the best cross, right? Antonio's thinking is, let's just get this in the box. And he puts it in the box. The keeper should be winning this every day. He goes up with his hands, and Sebastian Haller has to somehow out-muscle and out-jump a keeper with his head. He does it, but then to score from an angle like that is just ridiculous.
Well, the angle and the finish was great, but I think you were right to allude to the initial thing, because Haller gets a lot of criticism, and a lot of the time rightly so, for being uncommitted. You don't win that header against the goalkeeper who's trying to catch the ball without being committed. He basically out-muscled him. He made a contest of it. He made it a 50-50 ball in many respects, which he won. Then the ball drops down, and he has to finish from an acute angle. And it was a wonderful finish. That was a strike. First of all, the initial contest was a battler's contest. The finish, that was a striker's goal. It really was. And we discussed in the build-up that he knows what to do in the box, that he is a finisher, that he knows where the goal is, and that showed it again. We both wanted him in the team, and it was vindicated from that point of view. I thought it was a really, really good goal. And listen, Sebastian Haller scored a goal. He won't get a 9 out of 10 today or anything like that when we do our player ratings video. But
Wait, don't speak for me, thank you.
all right, but I do feel that I thought he contested the game an awful lot today, and I thought he played very, very well. I thought he was a number 9. I thought he was a target man today. I thought he linked the play really well, and when the opportunity came for him to score, he did it from an acute angle, of which any striker would be proud to score from that angle.
At half time, everyone was happy. We've got a match day vlog, it'll be out in a few days. You're going to have to give us a couple of days because it's a really bitty vlog. You'll understand what I'm saying when you see it. It's a really bitty thing, which poor Charlie's going to have to edit, but hopefully it's worth it. So you see our half-time opinions, because sometimes when we do the reviews we say, oh, at half-time I was thinking this, but like, if you're watching this you could easily think, were you though? So we've got proof this time. We have proof at half-time of what we were thinking, but we come out 2-1 and Antonio made it 3-1, but you know something? I am glad Antonio got the third goal. If you said to me at half-time, we're going to get a third goal, who do you want to score it? I would have said Mikel Antonio. I thought he deserved it.
Well, he was industrious. He worked hard. We've seen, I mean, particularly with the ball through to Bowen, which possibly played at Liverpool. Was where he played the ball through? That was a ball of craft. It wasn't about industry. It wasn't about work rate. That was about vision and about technique. There was a lot of craft today, and I loved the way he finished the goal. And in fact, in many respects, we all have a laugh and a joke about Antonio, particularly the way he finished. People do the joke about him finishing and the ball ending up on the moon, and all those memes and those gifs have been made about that. But actually, it was a lot of other people in the second half who were finishing high and wide into row Z. Antonio's finish was really good, and it shouldn't go unnoticed that the ball through was from the fornicator himself, who has gone on to get 2 assists today. And I mean, while we're on the subject, just in case we forget it later on, somebody behind me, I think it was Andy, was talking about Paulo Fornals. And I mentioned to him, and I said, maybe it's the fact that David Moyes needs each player to prove to him that he's a good player. It's not enough that Fornals proved to Pellegrini that he was a good player, but David Moyes wants to see it himself, and I think now David Moyes will perhaps see, actually Fornals has got the industry, and he's got the finishing because he got a goal in the last game, and also he can provide the assist. He's got to be a mainstay, he's got to play in that position, he's got to play as the number 10, and we have to play with 4 at the back.
We finished 3-1 though, but from start to finish, Gonzo, what a fantastic performance that was. The manager got spot on today. He got his tactics spot on, the formation spot on, the personnel spot on. He got everything bang on. Like, I'm not his biggest fan. I can't sit here and say I've always liked David Moyes. I haven't always liked David Moyes. But if we see that between now and the end of the season every game, I'll warm to him, certainly. You say Moyes, Fornals got something to prove to Moyes. I almost feel like Moyes has got something to prove to me, to you, and to plenty of other people among the fan base. We'll come out of here today. Today we'll enjoy it, tomorrow we'll enjoy it. Monday we'll say, well, what are you going to do next week against Arsenal? What are you going to do? Because we're all hesitant, but if we keep playing like that, even if we get beat 3-2 like we did at Anfield, I will credit the guy because he had the goal. And today, I'm just so, not just relieved, but fucking happy with what David Moyes has put out on the pitch and the way the players are performing. And I'll tell you something, David Moyes, in his press conference, for the second week in a row now, he's played a fucking blinder with the Bowen thing, hasn't he? He made on Bowen wasn't going to start. Bang, in he comes, bang, goal. David Moyes, he's tricked you, he's tricked me, he's tricked Charlie, he's tricked everyone, including Southampton. I don't think Southampton were ready for that today. I don't think they were ready for what we had.
And they're a good team, Geo. Southampton are a good team. Southampton might have flattered to deceive at the start of the season, but Southampton are a mid-table team. There's nothing wrong with being a mid-table team in the Premier League.
It's the same level we are.
Absolutely, for sure. And we've beaten a good team today. And you're absolutely right. And I like what you say about the fact that you don't trust Moyes, but your opinion on Moyes is not so blinkered that you're going to ignore when he does well. Today he did well. You recognise that.
We won today because of David Moyes.
Yeah, absolutely, and fair play. And obviously there'll be a lot of people who suggest, oh, hold on, you got it wrong. No, we just assess this on a game-by-game basis, all right? When he's crap, we'll say he's crap. When he's good, we'll say he's good. But it's not. This is a match review. It's not an overview of the season. We'll do that at the end of the season, okay? This is a match review. And today, we were really good. And as far as I'm concerned, 3 more wins 1 or 2 more draws, and we're safe.
And the good thing, I said best thing was our own win, but Bournemouth conceded against Chelsea late on to make it 2-2. That is massive for us. Watford are currently playing Liverpool. I don't know what the score is, but Liverpool win today. That's 3 weekends in a row. The results have gone our way. Bar Norwich, but I don't care because we should almost not care. Not necessarily not care. Norwich. We have to finish above them regardless of anything what they do. But individual play performances today. I'm gonna start with this one.
Please.
I thought he's not my man of the match. He was given man of the match, Bowen. I thought he was magnificent, fearless. He got the ball. He wanted to shoot. He wanted to score. In the second half, he took someone on at one point, and someone made a really good run. But the easy option would have been to give it to him. You have the responsibility now, mate. On you go. But he did it. He kept going. Now his shot was crap. There was Rose Ed stuff. That was Antonio meme stuff. It flew over the bar.
Yeah.
But the crowd applauded him and said, "I can see what you're trying to do." I like that. And I thought the crowd today were fantastic as well. All this stuff, we've had bollocks in the media before today. Even this morning, get behind the team. We were protesting all, we were behind that fucking team today. I thought that was the best atmosphere I've heard all season. Possibly the best atmosphere I've heard. It's probably the best top 10 easily since we moved to London Stadium in terms of atmosphere, right? So all this bollocks about no protest support, you can do both. We did both today.
Yeah, well, I would suggest the protest made the atmosphere today rather than detracted from it.
I think it was fantastic, but I thought Jared Bourne today was just fucking brilliant. His score was well taken, his passing, even his defending, right at the end there. We're lucky, well I say lucky, we were down the end, we were defending the second half. But there was a point in the second half, 5-10 minutes to go, it must have been Bertrand because it was on the left side. He got the ball in the box, he looked like he was ready to cross it or shoot, and Bowen was behind him. He just put his leg out and flicked it. You know, how's he managed to do that tackle? And I thought that is fantastic. Well, it wasn't 10 minutes ago because he was subbed by them. But you know what I'm saying? Bowen put in a shift defensively as well as offensively. You say Fornals has got something to prove to Moyes. I thought Bowen did today. And I think Bowen's going into that training room saying to his manager, do you know what? You cannot drop me next week now. Fornals is as well. Jared Bowen, when Moyes gets his Arsenal team sheet out, Jared Bowen's name goes on there straight away and deservedly so. But I actually thought, Gonzo, I thought everyone was fantastic today. There wasn't a bad performance today. Everyone was brilliant. I'll keep my man of match for later, but I just wanted to. But Bowen, I thought, lifted the team.
With regard to what you were saying about Bowen, and in particular that challenge at the end, let's just go back to his goal. His goal was perfectly timed. He made the run from the right to the centre. He'll continue to do that all season. You will see that goal again, okay? When it comes, the goalkeeper doesn't know what to do, so the goalkeeper rushes out to close. We've seen Alisson do the same thing today. He lifted it over the goalkeeper. The point was he timed his shot or his chip or flick or whatever you want to call it absolutely perfectly. The point that you're alluding to, he timed, it wasn't even a tackle. The ball bounced up in the air and he timed the touch away absolutely perfectly. I think it went out for a throw in, but it showed that he was back there, and he was very much in a right back position at that point. I thought he was very, very good. And Bowen. Michael Owen deserves some praise. Bowen deserves.
His hamstring's gone.
Oh, wonderful! He deserves praise today. We did the instant reaction afterwards, and three people said Bowen straight away. Clearly, he's had a very, very good game. You asked me to mention players. Declan Rice again was fantastic.
What I will say about Rice, just quickly, Ngakia did a crap throw-in at one point. Rice was on him. Rice cleared him. Rice turned around and said to him, "What are you doing? You calm down. Just calm down. Take your time." And I just thought it was good leadership from Declan.
Right, absolutely. And also right at the very end, since you're talking about that, Mark Noble went straight over to Ngakia, gave him a big old cuddle, which I thought was really good. Particularly Mark Noble was poor in the first half. Mark Noble was in the second half really turned it on, transformed his performance, had a really good game. But he went over, and I saw the captain in Mark Noble today in the way that he encouraged Ngakia and went over to him and celebrated with him, and just sort of celebrated what would be a joyous moment in Ngakia's career, which was today. I thought Diop was magnificent, Geo. Absolutely magnificent today.
How did he score?
Yeah, I mean, but and also for the stick he gets, I look, Sebastian Haller had a bloody good game today, mate.
Who's your man of match?
Would probably be Diop, but I thought there were. It was a close run thing. I've got to go with Diop. I thought he was absolutely magnificent.
Mine is Sebastian Haller. I thought he was I just thought he was magnificent. He was winning everything. He was chasing stuff down. He had his mojo back today. He wanted it. Do you know? I can't. Apologies for this, because sometimes I, and you might do as well, get confused what we say on the channel and what we say for patrons, so it's a bit difficult to know what video I said it in. But I've said in one of the videos, I think it might be in a patron video and a player ratings video, I said some of these players are playing for an employer, they're playing as a job, right? They're not playing for the club, they're not playing for the badge on the shirt. Sebastian Haller today, for the last month, 2 months, I don't think Haller has been playing for West Ham. Today I felt like he was playing for West Ham United. I thought Sebastian Haller thought, you know what, I want this. I want to play for this club. I want to play for this badge.
But he had support today, Geo. I felt Antonio and Bowen were close to him when he wanted it.
Definitely. But I just thought he was fucking magnificent. I'm glad he got his goal, and I'm glad it wasn't a tap-in. If Haller scored, I don't want it to be someone, Bowen doing all the work, crossing, he just goes, there you are, goal. I do want that, but I'm glad he had to set himself up almost. He had to turn a poor cross into an acceptable cross, into a very fine finish. There's not many players in our team or Southampton's team that would have finished that.
Oh no, that was
we saw a touch of the 45 million Sebastian Haller with that finish, and I'm relieved, because in the preview we said we need a goal scorer. We need someone to score goals. Today we got 3 of them, but most importantly we got our striker to score a goal. That's important. That is massive.
All the front 3 scored today. I thought that was massive.
I set 2 up.
I mean, really good. I mean, we've got to take a lot from that today, and I feel confident that we can get the 3 more wins that we need.
I'm about to say, is this giving you more belief?
For sure, 100%. That was a joy to watch, and with it being a home game, it sounds so silly. A home game is massive. To walk into that stadium, there'll be a lot of people, Geo, watching this video who because they're overseas or for whatever reason can't get to games. I cannot articulate enough how important it is to walk from here, the 200 yards to the stadium, go into the stadium, walk up the stairs and watch the team on the pitch in a home game and hope for a win and expect to win and need a win. I cannot begin to explain what that means to the 50-odd thousand people who are in the stadium. Yeah, exactly, and the atmosphere it creates in a stadium, and people are high-fiving and fist-bumping and all the rest of it. It's a massive deal, and if we are feeling that uplift, then that is something that's going to be tangible on the training ground, and the players are going to go in on whatever they're in. So I guess they got Sunday off, but they go in Monday. They feel good, and it gives us a chance. Yes, as you say, it's Arsenal next. Okay, fine, but you know what? Even Arsenal had a bit of squeaky bum in Europe this week.
Squeaky bum? They got put out.
Well, absolutely. Yeah, it was a static bum. They're not just squeaky. It was completely. It was a reverberating rectum. If we may. Can we say that? We probably can't edit it out. Whatever it was. Charlie's face. I would love the ability to show Charlie's face when I just said reverberating rectum. He wasn't happy with the reverberating rectum. Anyway, but my point is, why not just go for it against Arsenal? Have a pop. Let's go for it. Let's get this over and done with. If we can get to a point where Aston Villa, right here at the last game of the season, when we're already safe, that'd be marvellous. We'll have a party. You're all invited.
Today was a perfect day. Well, so far, today was a perfect day. I thought Moyes got his tactics spot on. The players were fantastic. I said in the vlog, and I'm going to say it now, Gonzo Monday gave me hope, right? Anfield gave me hope. Today gave me belief. There's a big difference between the two things. I seen something at Anfield. Today I seen plenty to suggest that we will stay up. Today was a very, very good performance all round. This lot are enjoying themselves. We're going to go enjoy ourselves a little bit more. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're around here, and we'll catch you in a bit.